Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. Today we have a packed full show with different fans from different teams talking about as we approach the last part of the season. But so many trophies at stake. Man City won trophies. Liverpool won trophies. Do Man United want trophies? We're going to find out what trophies Man United could win. I'm just saying. Right. Joining us today is Her Highness Sonny representing Man City. Man City is being represented. Sonny in America, Houston, Texas. Sonny, how are you today?
I'm excellent.
There you go. Representing Liverpool, the team chasing the quadruple. If they achieve that, they will become the greatest team in English history. But City are there to stop that. So, welcome to the show, Ben.
Yeah. Hello.
And Man United, the peacemaker, the soul man, Joe representing Man United, Houston Red Army. I know it's tough. I know.
Also, the very nervous soul man.
The very nervous soul man. Right. Let's get right into it. Sunday evening. Right, man. Liverpool are chasing 4 trophies. They've already won the Carabao Cup, beating Chelsea in the final. They have the FA Cup semi-final. They are in the Champions League.
FA Cup final.
You're in the FA Cup final. You're in the Champions League. You got one leg in the Champions League final, one leg, and you're chasing the league title. Man City have one leg in the Champions League final and are chasing the league title. Now, Man United fans had a meeting last week after we lost to Arsenal. We said, you know what? We're gonna decide who's gonna win these trophies. So it came out this way. To win the EPL, Man United fans would cheer for Manchester City, right? Which makes sense.
Right.
We would prefer for the FA Cup. It's going to be Liverpool and Chelsea. We would prefer to support Chelsea, right?
Yep.
For the Champions League, we will support Liverpool. So the trophies are evenly distributed. No one wins more than 2 trophies.
That is going to be the yearly allocation of trophies.
Yeah, easy allocation. You have
So
one, like
you
get a car, you get a trophy, you get a trophy. Everybody's a winner, right?
Oh, man.
Sonny, we can't be letting one team just take everything. That's a bit selfish. Not fair.
Yeah.
Right. Sonny.
I mean, you're an educator. You should know. Right? Sharing is caring.
I mean, they want to break the treble record that we made in 1999. We can't have that. Man City have to put an end to that. So we will be wearing the blue shirt, supporting Man City in the next couple of games. So, Sonny, you destroyed Leeds yesterday by 4-0. That was a game a lot of people thought you might slip, but destroyed City. How did you feel?
I knew that we were going to win against Leeds. It always goes the same way with Leeds, you know.
Even with a new manager, still?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to make a big difference. I don't know what needs to happen in Leeds, but it's always the same. Those are good folk. Leeds players are good folk. I just adore them. But they've got nothing on Man City. I mean, Man City.
You guys just put them to one side like next. We're not even going to give it all. We're just going to take the 3 points and leave. As for Liverpool, you had a harder game against newly improved Newcastle. But you still got the job done, mate. Tell me about your game against Newcastle.
So, I mean, Klopp was doing his rotation, took a big risk putting James Milner and Naby Keita in the midfield. James Milner's a bit, he's had a long, great career. He's kind of at the end. So it was a big risk. And it paid off. It was like a cagey affair. It was probably one of the most stressful, considering the context. It was a very exciting game. But we got it done. I think now our biggest challenge is Tottenham. But I'm not discounting. I'm not discounting Wolves either. They're also a pretty good team on their day. And hey, I can't ask for anything more, man. We're still at this 3 points, and at this point, we're still. I personally, I'm enjoying the ride right now, but from a pragmatic point of view, I think we have a good chance of finishing with 3 trophies. We've got one in the bag.
Carabao Cup, and what's the second one?
And then we've got those, we're facing the owners of the guys who are owned by the Ukrainian genociders, the Chelsea. So we are on the side of good in that one. We're on the side of good in that one, and we're just I'm glad there's going to be an aura right now because we've erased a 14-point deficit and made it a 1-point deficit.
You did well. I must say, you did well.
Yeah, and at least we are making people sweat right now.
Yeah. So as it stands for City, City can't even blink. They just have to just. Yeah.
Of course, the big news: Jurgen Klopp has signed his extension. He will be manager of Liverpool through 2026. Oh. That was a big issue. It'll also. You're going to get those fist pumps now for many years now.
Wow. So City, as it stands now, Man City, they win all the games, they're champions. It's simple as that. They can't blink. They can't even drop a point because if they do, Liverpool are just waiting. So City, how confident are you on this ride? Because Liverpool are literally right there.
I think that it just kind of makes it more exciting for Man City players. I think, sometimes it gets a little too easy, too boring. So it's nice to have like a little bit of fire on your butts or.
Oh, really? That's what we're good for. Okay. No. This is a rivalry. You don't have that Champions League yet. You're not European royalty. You're just new money. You're bourgeois. You're bougie. That's what y'all are.
I don't think we're new money. I don't think the Arabs are new money. I don't think they're new money. I think.
Remember, you guys got relegated in the 90s.
Let her finish.
Nobody, United the last time they were relegated was the 70s. We made a relegation in 63. None of us were even born at that time. So yes.
And I do understand the history. But today, it's a new day.
Yeah.
And
it is what it is.
FA Cup semi 3-2.
That was a very strange game because I think Pep, I don't think he overcompensated. I think the goalkeeper was the wrong choice. That goalkeeper messed that game up big time. But by the time they figured it out,
that's Hennessy.
Yeah, who was in goal for City?
Zach Steffen, American goalkeeper.
It was a nightmare. It was absolutely.
But we didn't have our players.
No, you rotated the team and brought in some.
Some new, yeah.
I
mean, I don't know what Pep was thinking there, but hey,
Chelsea, like we United fans, we are hoping Chelsea could do the honors. That's all we want. Chelsea do. The trophies have to be distributed evenly. I mean, Liverpool can't just take everything. We're not having that. Joe, as a United fan now, with no trophies to fight for, where do you stand on this? Where is it disappeared? So as it stands, I mean, Joe. Oh, okay. Look at this guy. Is it lunchtime?
Okay, the question was where do we stand? Because
where do United stand with Liverpool chasing 3 trophies, City chasing 2 trophies? Where do United stand in all this? They're just hoping and praying it doesn't go the way it can go, right?
We stand, unfortunately, as spectators instead of someone that would be involved in this title race. It's become a 2-horse race.
Oh,
Chelsea's not even close.
No, Chelsea's not close at all.
It seems like we're turning into a 2-team league. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it seems like the gap is closing with the lower teams. It's just sad. It's just, I wish we didn't have to have discussions on hold. I wish we could be the ones that messes up either one of their trebles.
We have a say in it.
Yeah.
But we have no say. We've played the both teams. We've been thrashed home and away from both teams.
Cup, nothing. It's
even Carabao, nothing.
This is, that's why I'm like, hey, I'm full Ten Hag, I am full. Just back the manager. I'm done with these players.
Right.
Let's re-up. Let's and if we don't have to be. Like I've said before, we don't have to be in Europe next season. I think it's that bad. We need a year off, get our heads straight, and concentrate on the league and domestic trophies.
Right.
That's where we are now, and it's good.
Right.
You got to be honest with yourself and where your team is. I think our involvement in Europe will only muddy the waters next season for Ten Hag.
As spectators, we're just gonna watch two teams glorify and maintain dominance. City, you are one leg away from going to Champions League final. You got that's the game against Real Madrid was a good neutral football fans great game. 4-3. That's a tough game. You're going to the Bernabeu this week. It's this week, right? It's this week.
Yep.
Woo. It's winner takes it all. How do you find your chances, Sonny?
We're gonna take it.
Can you think it'd be Real Madrid in Spain? They just won the league title. They've just shot the league title down. They've won that. That's done.
Yes.
So you're going to go to Spain and win, right? That is a cool. Okay.
Yes.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
I mean, Villarreal. I think. What was the first leg score? Was it 2-0? Wasn't it
2-0? They had 0 shots on goal.
Oh God.
How's that, Anfield?
Yeah,
yeah.
That was an Anfield.
Yeah.
I can't see them. I can't see them losing in Villarreal.
It should have been 4-0, but 2-0 is one of the most dangerous leads you can have in football. We've had people come over and we overcame a 3-0 deficit.
Right.
So you never know, and Mr. Good Evening's a good manager. So let's see what he pulls out. So you can't take anything for granted at this point.
Say the two English teams meet in the final. That would be City's second final in 2 years because they were there last season and lost to Chelsea. They will be looking for revenge against Liverpool. That will be a very big game. Man City, Liverpool, Champions League final. United fans, you all know we're going to be cheering Liverpool for some reason. Because then, with 4 games to go, you are leading Liverpool 1 point. It's so close. It's literally neck and neck.
Oh, yes.
If you blink, Liverpool there. You can't even turn left. They're literally right on your tail.
Yes.
You can't even afford to drop. You can't afford to draw. You have to just win. You win, you win. You win. All your games, you're league champions. Simple.
That's right. And we've got some tough teams to play. So it's going to be very interesting. And here's where it counts. Here's where winners, show through. So it really counts this when it's neck and neck like this and got everything on the line. I mean, it's gonna be something in these next few games.
Liverpool. If City win all the games, they're league champions. There's nothing you could do. You've done what you can. You've clawed that gap back 100%. I will clap for that. But you are hoping Man City to drop a point somewhere, somehow, anywhere for you to get past it. Because I know the next person who drops a point is done.
Yeah.
Joe, do you agree? Anyone who drops a point, I think it's over.
Yeah. The next. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at
the table now.
Yeah, I'm looking at City's last games, and I'm looking at Liverpool's last games. It seems like City.
Liverpool's we've got it. We've got Tottenham. That's pretty much. It's going to be equivalent of a final. We're out if we don't get 3 points against Spurs. We're out.
Are you playing away or home?
I think we are playing at home. I'm not sure.
Spurs don't do well away. I think you'll scrape with 1.
Yeah, you could beat Spurs, man.
I mean, Spurs.
Yeah, you're playing at home.
Spurs have beaten City. They're not pushovers.
First day of the season. Wasn't that the first day of the season, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nah, really?
Yeah, that was game 1, the first game of the season, and ever since then, everyone thought, everyone's going
to the 3-2. I'm talking about the 3-2 victory. Didn't they like either they beat or drew? I don't know, but like
no, they beat City in the I think game 1 of the season, week
Oh, okay.
1, yeah, 1-0.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I think yeah, this is a vastly different Spurs side. They've got Antonio Conte there, so yeah, we're up again. That's our final. As far as the league is concerned, that's our final. If we don't get 3 points for that, we're out. It's City's to lose then.
Joe, who's City's hardest game on that fixture?
City's hardest game, I would say, is West Ham.
West Ham away or
West
home?
Ham, West Ham is going to be away for City.
In London.
It's gonna be
That's the
West
hardest
Ham
game.
Stadium.
If West Ham are still trying to get into top 4 spot, which I doubt it, I think they're trying to get to 5th or 6th position or win the Europa League.
I don't even think Antonio's playing. Like Antonio didn't even play today.
Yeah, he's right.
You know,
Honestly,
I think they're out of Europa League. I think they lost to Frankfurt, or they had given they had messed up in some way to Frankfurt. I don't know if it was a draw or if they lost 1-0.
Right.
But yeah, they're facing a deficit, or they've been knocked out by Eintracht Frankfurt.
Right. So Man United, in reference to we as United fans, we know who we want to win. Joe, as you see the league table, as you've just seen it now, who's winning the league? Who, not who you want, who do you think is going to win it? The way the things are. You've seen the fixtures, who they got to play next. Who's going to win this title?
I feel like it's probably going to be City, because if there is I feel like if there is a possibility of City fucking up, there's also a possibility of Liverpool fucking up.
Yeah.
So I think both of them are canceled out. Other than that, I see nothing but almost perfection from these two teams down the stretch. And they have the mentality to not let things slide. It's just that I just don't see them. And then the only... And with City's got too stacked of a bench. They have too many game changers on the bench, so that if whatever is not working out on the pitch, you know, Pep's got people that he can bring on to change.
Didn't Jesus score 4 last week? Was it last week, right? He scored 4, didn't he?
Yeah, he's been doing all right. You know.
Then 4 against Real Madrid, then another 4 yesterday. Really are blowing teams away. They're scoring a lot of goals.
You know, it's from everybody.
12 in 3 games.
Liverpool, everybody's scoring. Everybody's getting buckets. You know, so everybody.
Wow.
That's the most frustrating thing about this team. You can't just like lock them down. You can't lock 1 or 2 individuals down. You know, because they're not top heavy at all. Everybody's a skilled technical player, and they take their chances. You know, you won't hear a damn thing from Fernandinho for like 6 months. You know, and then when the team, you know, is grinding, they can't score any goals, that's where he'll just get his opportunity and boom. You know, it's you know, that's a technically drilled and mentally tough.
The two teams have met. Man City and Liverpool both met in the league. Both games ended in a draw. They cancelled each other out easily. Both were top games of the season nominees. If they both say they meet in the Champions League, Joe, where is this going to go? If they both meet a 3rd time in the Champions League this time, this will be the 3rd time they meet in this season. This is one game, this is a winner takes all.
And that's the thing with that game. It really depends on who's got the better defense.
Better defense.
Because whoever's defense like really shows up, that's where it's going. But the thing, they both have these. The only thing I can say there is that maybe City has a bit more of an advantage with their midfield. You know, with Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan could play that position. David Silva is their strong defensive midfield presence. I think if they can dominate the midfield, they can keep Liverpool's defensive line honest and push them back a few more. You know, other than that, yeah, it's Clash of the Titans with these two. You know what I mean? Right. So it can go either way. It's Holyfield versus Ali. You know, not Holyfield. What am I talking about? Foreman versus Ali. Holyfield versus Ali. Yeah, Foreman versus Ali, man. It's crazy.
Right. City, what do you prefer? The league title or the Champions League? What do you want as a fan?
Definitely the league title.
Okay.
Definitely.
You want the league title?
I am lost. I don't even know what to think anymore.
Because they have choices. They have choices.
The fact that
they could pick like, we want this year. Next year we'll get that one. Next year we get this year. You see what I mean? When you have choices, you have the team. We like, can we please just get to the semifinal or quarterfinals? That's where we are. Can we just get to number 6? It's the same. But Sonny, enjoy the ride.
It's one thing they have the choice. It's another thing that she chose that. She made that choice. It's like she would rather have the league title than the Champions League. But yeah, if you got your feet in both of them, yeah, why not? Just I don't understand that, but okay.
What don't you understand? Like, are you saying the Champions League is higher than the league because it's because you guys have never won the Champions League. And
that's why a lot of fans are hoping that's your holy grail to cement yourself as a European superpower. You need to win the Champions League. But in England, you're the king. We know you're the king, but you need to go to the next level.
Yes. Until that's achieved,
the next level. I'm not sure if it is the next level. I mean, you guys may see it differently.
Wow.
I don't see Champions League as level.
That's like saying the World Cup is not the next level from the
I don't think the World Cup is the next level. I like
I don't even know what is going on.
I don't think the World Cup is just I mean, it's like taking American football, just taking the best players of all of the teams in the United States and making them all play together on one team. It's just it's a little messy, I mean, it's interesting to watch. I like it.
Oh God.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Liverpool, come in here. What do you want as a fan? Do you want the league title? Do you want the Champions League, or you want the FA Cup? Or you want all of them? What do you want? What's your preference?
Like I said, man, the thing is, I have enjoyed something over the last 7 years. I've enjoyed a journey which I don't know if any of you have experienced yet. I have enjoyed a journey where Klopp took over a side with people like Joe Allen and Emre Can and, all those kind of Simon Mignolet and all those kind of players. And we've gone through all the stages of a rebuilding team. I have seen that journey. I've seen that journey with the Houston Astros as well. I've gone to games of the Astros where they've had like maybe a few hundred fans and guys in odd jerseys, whatever baseball gear, to what the Astros are now. So I'm still enjoying the ride. What we get is what we get. Football's amazing. You can't do anything about you don't have no control. And for me, like, you don't get to call yourself European royalty unless you win the Champions League. It's why Arsenal have the Invincibles, but they still don't get the respect they do in European club football because they never won the Champions League. Come on, you after sitting through that rainy night in Moscow, you can't tell me that the Champions League doesn't mean anything, with the penalty shootout against Chelsea. After sitting through that final against Bayern Munich, Teddy Sheringham and Ole goals, you can't tell me that the Champions League doesn't mean anything. Right. As a United fan, you should be more incredulous than I am that the Champions League is being devalued. It's how AC Milan made their reputation. It's how Real Madrid made their reputation. It's how Barcelona made their. No one gives a rat's ass about how many league titles Real Madrid has. It's how many Champions League titles they have.
Right. But like you said, you have the European dominance. You have the country dominance. In England now, the dominant teams are Liverpool and City. That's and Chelsea trying to get in there, but it's just Liverpool and City. It's a known fact. Liverpool have won Champions League 6 times now, right? 6 times.
6 times, yes.
So if you win it this year, it'll be 7.
7, yeah.
Wow. City have not won it. Most City fans, if you ask a City fan now, do you want the Premier League or the Champions League? 60% will say they want Champions League, but they also want to be known as the English champions and European champions. So they want
their owners want the Champions League.
The owners want the Champions League.
The PSG owners want the Champions League.
PSG,
Juventus owners want the Champions League. They know they can do it in the league. They know they won the leagues already. They want the Champions League.
So Ben, what do you want?
Huh?
What trophy do you want as a fan?
Well, everyone's talking about the quadruple. Of course, I want the quadruple.
Oh, so you want everything?
I want everything.
You want everything. You want to be the best team in England.
I'm enjoying the ride, man. I'm enjoying the ride from zero to now. The checkered flag and everything. This is like watching Mercedes. Just when they started, when what's his name, Niki Lauda started Mercedes along with them, and then they got Lewis Hamilton, and then they got Sebastian Vettel, and now they're with Valtteri Bottas. It started from zero, on the same time, like I'm seeing Ferrari come back. They had like a really bad phase, and now they are on the way back right now.
Right.
So like I'm enjoying the ride.
You're enjoying the ride. You wouldn't mind the quadruple.
Okay.
At least the quadruple will put you in an elite position that no team in English history has ever been. You saw
here's the thing. When I started off, even when Klopp got appointed, when he took the job with Liverpool, this was my expectation, and I highly recommend that you keep the same expectation of Erik ten Hag. All I wanted was top 4 and maybe a cup final every now and then, and go deep in the Champions League. My expectations have been like surpassed by a long shot, because I know how difficult it was just to get back to top 4 qualification.
Yep. You've come a long way. I must say, you've come a long way. Klopp has really turned the club around, which is good transfer budgets. You buy the right players. That's the difference between Man City, Liverpool, and Man United. City and Liverpool, the way they transfer, I mean, City don't even spend as much money as United, but yet they have trophies every season. This is what we're saying with Man United fans. We have players who earn the highest in the EPL league. We have United players who are some of the top earners, but there's no trophies to show in 5 years. So something's definitely wrong somewhere. So if players who are less paid and are winning trophies, we are paying them more and getting no trophies, something's not right. Something's definitely not right. Joe.
You want me to say?
You don't know, bro. I know the pain, bro.
Everything you said is true. I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah, they definitely want the treble, or even the quadruple. But as far as like, definitely that's what I want to reiterate about Ten Hag. Like, yeah, I'm willing to give this guy. He's got 3 years. He really should see those 3 years, man. My expectation is no longer going to hinder me from just seeing this guy through at face value.
Right.
Give him the time. Give him a few transfer windows, a few successful transfer windows. I'm not.
And get rid of the dead wood.
Get rid of the dead wood. Get rid of if we are really trying to transition, right? Because it seems like the board, they wanted the same old, but this was a change because this was a fan favorite. This seems to have been Ragnick's favorite, and we're starting to see some people in the back room leave.
Yeah, we have removed the global chief scout has been removed. The scouts has been removed. The head of recruitment and corporate development, Matt Judge, he's resigned 4 days ago. So the top people who are underperformed are being cleared out, which is a good thing. So it's good. I like that.
I'm interested to see who exactly is that voice that's allowing the Glazers to let these people go. Like, who are they listening to right now?
Oh, probably Tom
Is it still
Arnold. Maybe
Woodward?
Tom Arnold,
If it's
the
Tom
guy replacing
Arnold,
Woodward.
is it Ragnick? You know,
Could be.
but definitely a lot of changes to being made, and it's positive. You know that we're looking to see changes on the pitch be made, and also changes in the backroom, because that's definitely our issues has dealt in that. It was that double-edged sword that was killing us, where it didn't matter what kind of managers we got. I mean, it didn't matter what kind of managers or what kind of players we got. They were coming into a terrible system of rots, and so
Overplayed, overhyped, overrated players.
I still feel like United still has that need to want to be.
You think they still have the hunger to be like Liverpool and City? You think they still have it?
I think. No, I don't think there's anyone right now other than, okay, so Alex Ferguson is on the board, but with the kind of moves we've been making, I would hate to think he's been involved in any of those, you know. So I can't think of anyone right now that is at the organization that I can point to and say, hey, this is the kind of mentality, other than Cristiano Ronaldo and that. But these are the kind of mentalities that we need to. You know,
those two clowns you have behind you, I would have loved them to be removed, but it ain't gonna happen. Luke Shaw, the captain, absolutely one of the worst combinations we've ever had. They both play on the left side of the defense. All the goals we can see against Liverpool and City always come from that side of the defense. Two bunch of buffoons who don't seem to know the left from the right, but they're all earning over 200,000 a week. What for? Justify why you're paying one of those guys 200,000 a week and he cannot do a simple work, a defensive duty. It's just not right. I think they're literally stealing money. They need to return some of those funds because this is just not right.
Jose is laughing his ass off right now.
Of course, Jose is going to be laughing like, I told you guys, these guys were not good enough.
That boy can't keep the cheeseburgers down. I told you that. Oh, should I say, what do they call them? Meat pies?
Oh, yeah.
Who
are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw.
Who ate all the pies?
Sonny.
He's still a decent party player. It's just
whatever. 160,000 a week for what? Man, please. Sonny, I see you're smiling. Keep smiling. It's all good. It's good to smile. I wish I could smile like that.
I had some comments to Ben. I had some comments. I can say them really quickly. You know, it's not that I said that the Champions League doesn't mean anything. I understand it's your European royalty. What I'm saying is that, you know, you brought up history. Historically, you know, Man City doesn't have any history. I mean, we've been, you know, relegated and losing, you know, it's just recently that we've been winning. And so, and I agree, that's important. History is important. But what I wanted to say was that because the team is new, with the new owners since 2008, and we've won 5 league titles, I think that it's very important that we continue with winning on a consistent basis the league titles.
No, but my point is not. I don't.
Hold on.
Here's the thing.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me finish. I think that I like slow and steady. Okay, I think that things take time, and I know, like, I want to, now that we got these new owners and we're winning, now we need Champions League. And you know what? Maybe we're just too new to be winning the European royalty. Liverpool has history.
Oh, Liverpool, they're Champions League. They're like Real Madrid.
Yeah, they have the history, they have the foundation, and Man City we are babies. So we're going to have to learn to walk very strong and steady before we can run. So what I'm saying is, I think that for us to continue having success with you know, at home, that's the first thing I wanted to say, was that we're new. We're babies in this new management, and there needs to be years. You guys won 6 champion leagues, and I mean, come on, you guys just have this history. We are new. We can't be greedy. I would love to see them win both the title, the league title and Champions League. I'd love for that to happen. But at the same time, hey, this is serious stuff. Soccer isn't. Rome was not built in a day, and so we need time. We need time. What were you gonna say?
Thank you, Sonny. Ben, do you have a rebuttal to that?
No, see, my thing is, I agree with every point you say, but here's what irks me is, and this is not you per se, I'm not going after you personally, but just generally the way the commentary or the way the narrative is happening right now. Okay, when did we start devaluing the Champions League?
Right.
I don't know any league in Europe who say that their league title is more important than the Champions League.
Well, Ben, let me quickly jump in. Funny enough, last year when Graham Souness was on top of Pogba's case, they asked him, because Graham Souness won 3 Champions Leagues as a player for Liverpool back in the 80s.
Okay.
He said, "What did you value most?" He said, "Because when you're the champions of a country, you play a whole season and win the most games in a whole season. The Champions League is a knockout competition, home and away." He said he still preferred then as a player to win the league title than win the Champions League. That was Graham Souness, who's a pundit today.
Okay, you are bringing up Graham Souness. I will bring up Arsene Wenger, who says his biggest regret was not winning the Champions League.
Oh, yeah.
With Arsenal. And I'll bring up others also.
He had a team that could have done it.
Yeah, and also I'll bring up Paul Scholes, who's regretting the 2, who even said that we would have had 2 Champions Leagues if it wasn't for Pep Guardiola at Barcelona. That team would have won 2 Champions League.
Yeah.
So for every one Graham Souness, there's like a gazillion others who regret it.
Yeah. Because Champions League is the holy grail. It just shows it engraves your name like we are champions of Europe, not only for my country, Europe. Yeah. So that is. I would, if they ask me now, would you take Champions League? 100%, yes, I would take Champions League.
I kind of like Champions League also because
it has that.
It
comes with that prestige.
Of your league as
and
well.
And why do
a representative of English football if you win the Champions League, and to do that for English football and put English football on a stage like that, I think that's it's just like how if Brazil wins
World Cup.
The World Cup, they're not just representing Brazilians, they're representing South American football. To have, to represent a continent like that. And to, in this case, you represent, England. That's why I feel like the Champions League. Don't get me wrong. I love the Prem is really up there with me because it's a journey. And it's a journey. All goes to the entire nation, and it's a grind and it's a slugfest. But I think for certain teams, right? I get it. For certain teams, once it seems like you've pretty much mastered, or we're getting pretty close to mastery of the league, it's a natural progression for people to have an expectation for the next, especially the fact that you guys have gotten so close twice in recent years. So that's why I say the Champions League.
Right. Ben, you wanted to finish, you wanted to round up.
No, I mean, like, the thing is, especially between maybe, FA Cup and, I'm old school in the sense that I remember when the FA Cup and League Cup.
FA Cup used to be
used to be big deal. Those are for the fans.
Bigger than EPL.
Yeah, everybody wanted to. There were players who went entire careers. Their biggest goal was to play at Wembley, play in Wembley. But the thing is, times change right now. Like, in the sense that one trophy, in the end, it's tribalism of the fans. Every group of fans will devalue the victory of another team.
100%.
If like I'm saying, and it's happening here right now. Like I'm saying, you know what? How many? You're winning the league. You want the league more? Okay, how many Champions Leagues have you won?
Yeah. No, Man United have won 3. You've won 6.
Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is that there should not be a narrative where it devalues one trophy
No,
or it devalues an entire
no.
season.
A trophy
You
is a
understand?
trophy. And either way,
City's season should not be considered a failure if they lost out on anything.
no.
Our season, I will never consider it a failure if we lose out on the league or the champion. If we end up with only the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup to
A good
go,
season. It's still silverware. It's still two
Yeah.
trophies that you
Yeah.
collectively achieved and
Yeah.
you won. We have collectively not won anything, not even a sausage in 5 years. So it's a difference. The
How about-
mentality.
How about you a sausage?
No, but here's the thing with United now, it's about what expectation are you personally going to have as a United fan from Eric Ten Hag next season? Because
Good football,
Yeah.
good football, and trying to win a trophy. I mean, not try to win a trophy, but go far. Don't just turn up and get beat. You know, play good football. Bring the fear factor, whereby when teams come to Old Trafford, they're not going to just like, yeah, we're going to beat these guys. Bring that narrative. Put the philosophy in the player's head that, listen, when you wear the badge, you fight to the very last.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind losing, but when you play well and you lose, it's okay. But when you just lie down and just get thrashed, it's
Mhm.
you beat us. Liverpool beat us 5-0 in Manchester, 4-0 at Liverpool. City did the same, home and away. It's just too much. It's too much thrashing. It's like we just turn around like, all right, go on. We just, you know, when you just step out, we're like, you can go. You get a free go. Have another free go. That's how it is. It shouldn't be. It's like before you get there, you're gonna have to get
Yeah,
past us.
I mean that's fine. That's fine. What I'm asking is, like, do you have the expectation that there will be a plan in place like what Arsenal have right now? Arsenal, they had a horrific start to the season, but they're showing some signs, and that was my initial belief with Liverpool and Klopp, was that they're showing signs of improvement. Some progress is being made, and are you ready to just see the signs and see a plan in place?
Yeah. I'm not going to put any pressure on Ten Hag. I'm not going to. I want to just see him develop and improve the team and get rid of the dead wood, first of all, and bring his own plan. Let's see a pattern, a style of play. Let's see something different from the last bunch of clowns we've had in charge. Let's see something new. Let's see something whereby the players can fight for. Let's see that ferocity among the players that, you know, we're going to fight today. We're going to down the field today. I want to see that passion. So it's going to have to change the mentality of the players thinking. That's what I want from him. I don't care if we don't win anything in 2 years, but there's a change in the way the players think. The winning mentality is slowly building up slowly, you know? They're more competitive is the word. Competitive. That's what I want. Joe.
And a plan, basically.
And a plan. Yeah.
Yes, definitely a plan. Not just on the pitch. It's got to be in the coaching staff that are coming in. It's got to be with the backroom recruitment for the other players that's supposed to be coming in. He's got to figure out who the gaslighters are. There's a few players on that team that like to pretend like they're about it, but they're not. They're there to just cut a check because they're not good enough.
Yeah.
And they lack the desire to try to be better.
Exactly. It's turning into a retirement home.
Because it just doesn't seem like they're up for it. So,
and that the same players who you're referring to, they want to renew the contracts next year for more money. When you failed this whole season and done nothing, now you're going to start, you want 300 next season. Really? No, that's you got to earn it. You got to earn it. Some of these guys don't even deserve half of the wages, let alone what they're getting paid. Compared to the players at Liverpool and City who are earning less than some of the United players, and you can see the difference. The mentality is win, win, win. These guys, money, no trophy, no trophy.
Right.
I think with the kind of mentality you were just speaking of, I think we can't even begin to approach some of these players until we get rid of Phil Jones.
Yeah.
Because with Phil Jones still there,
Oh,
I don't see how.
Yeah.
Like, he is a blatant monument
Yeah.
to the way this team has been ran. And getting rid of him definitely turns the page on that.
Yeah.
Saying, okay, they can't go around telling people you can't be over there stealing wages while Phil Jones is still on the books. You just can't do that. You know, he's been there for how long?
11 years,
Get rid of
2011.
him. Some players, we gotta let these players know what the pay scale is going to be looking like. We just got to stay focused, and that's what you're talking about, the plan. There's got to be a plan on the pitch. There's got to be a plan if we put in the way we spend, how we spend, all of that. You know, I mean, God rest his soul. You know, Raiola is no longer with us. Rest in peace. But
yeah, that was sudden.
maybe I don't know if we're gonna have another conversation with Pogba now, you know, or maybe certain other players that we didn't want to go after because we didn't want to deal with a certain agent,
Right.
So who knows? We'll see.
Right, Sonny. Any questions for anybody here? Apart from that, City are gonna win the league title.
Well, one comment before I answer that. I think I wanted to say, since you guys are kind of voicing your emotions about your fears or what you expect to see, my biggest fear for my team is changing of the coach. I believe that good teams should always have consistency no matter if the teacher changes. I mean, you have to build those coaches up. And so I'm just wondering if Pep was just a fluke. And will we be able to have, but will Man City be able to recruit more quality coaches, or are they building them up, or was it just random, not random, just we were lucky to get this wonderful coach,
right? Because
coaches matter, but the administration above it also matters because they grow them. And like you guys were talking about mentality, I'm just wondering, some companies, I hear, will put their employees through psychological tests, like, there is pen and paper.
Yeah.
They go to certain projects around the world and things like that. And I think that City, I noticed their players, I really enjoy their players. It seems like they all have this similar mentality, strong work ethic, they're humble. They seem like they're willing to receive feedback and work on their feedback. I mean, and it's not all about winning. Winning is the result of doing all of these things. And so I'm just wondering if after Pep, will this culture continue? So that's what I'm more concerned about, more than the Champions League. I'm not trying to devalue the Champions League at all, but I'm more right now with City, with it being just such a new winning team, that I'm more concerned about consistency, long-term results, So that was the thing that I feel that I'm fearful of, and I'm interested in more. So questions, do I have questions for any of you guys? Don't you wish you were Man City fans? Be honest. Don't you wish that you could have chosen to be
I will let Joe answer that for me.
Fan?
Joe, I'm a moderator. I'll let Joe represent Man United. Joe, I know that question came like a rocket. It blew you out. And she asked the question with a smile, which was even more cheeky. So, Joe, take the floor.
Hey. I get it. All right. You guys are feeling yourselves right now. I get that. Right? You let them play good. And as far as what you were saying about you're worried about the coaches, the hell you guys have had 3 successful transitions as far as coaching.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, every manager they changed from, he has won a league title. It's not like he failed. Mancini, Pellegrini, Pep, they've all won league titles. So you're like, wow, we ain't doing badly.
You may not organizationally be set up to win the Champions League. You definitely are to win the league. You guys just whatever. I'm not gonna say anything else about that, right? But as far as like I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, it's still 20 times. Like, what are you talking about here? What are we talking about? See, that's the thing. Like, this idea that City fans just like to just begin the wheel of time after they were bought by, what is it, Qataris, right? Qataris, that's where they're from, right?
Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi.
Okay, my bad. Apologies to the Qataris out there. No. Okay, so I mean, Manchester United is football. Like, there's no trade in that. That is something that's going to take you decades before one could even consider. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you guys are like, I don't know. It's like you're trying to compare yourself to a pro athlete. You guys are like that young rookie. You know, you're really beaming. You know, and like, I get it. You guys are nice and flashy and everything. You have the structure to go forward, but let's pump the brakes a little bit on you know, feeling like you've arrived and you have the rating to be able to talk to giants like us any which way you want. But I'm gonna let that slide because it's a Sunday.
We are nowhere to be seen.
You guys are doing well. Just,
yeah, I mean, listen. I say
don't get it twisted.
I respect City. I don't like City. I respect Liverpool. I don't like Liverpool. But I'm not gonna just ignore that. Oh, they are winning. They are dominant. They are winning the trophies. It is what it is. Would I love Manutd to be there? 100%, yeah, but they're not. So it's like, oh well, it is what it is. So I could only say,
still wouldn't want to be down though.
Yeah, but I would say I would love Liverpool to win this title, not that title. Maybe City could win that title. So we have to allocate the trophies to perceive and keep our record intact. Do you think I want Liverpool to win the quadruple? Hell no.
I don't even wear that color blue anymore. Like, it's not even in my
the thought of Liverpool winning the quadruple. I don't know how I'm gonna comprehend that. No, they've literally ripped the treble in half. As in, the treble is no more the aim for. It's the quadruple. So, City, the title, we are there for you. Any assistance we can on the stands clapping, we are here for you. As for Liverpool in the Champions League, we are here for you.
No, honestly, like, the only thing probably what I'd like to say is, see, my thing is I don't buy into the media narrative. Yeah, I'm trash talking Sonny, I'm trash talking you guys now, but that's all in good jest. It's us personally, it's our dynamic personally. Like, here are the discrepancies between the media narrative and the reality in my eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, the media narrative, Manchester City, oil money, new money, all those kind of things, okay? But the reality, I remember them when they had players like Niall Quinn. They had they were not among the elite, but they were good. They had some trials, honest trials, and they used to play in a stadium called Main Road. They used to play in a here's the thing, they are not new. They've had leaders even after the change in ownership. There have been good leaders. Yaya Toure. After that, it was Vincent Kompany. Those guys were hard as nails. Then you had even players, lesser known players like Jolyon Lescott, and those guys were also sturdy players. So the reality is that their success has not been overnight. It's not been overnight. It's not been overnight. And to what Sunny said, she wants to see consistency. I feel that the consistency you need to be looking for, at least from my personal experiences, if you will know your club is in a good place if the guy who succeeds Pep was someone who was part of his coaching staff. But not go for the next big name. If you go after Carlo Ancelotti after Pep decides to leave, and he will move on. Nowadays, it's not like in the past. These guys like this are facing serious burnout. I'm afraid even with the kind of passion that Klopp shows, I worry every time whether he'll go into cardiac arrest in every game. Because nobody in their normal sense can be so on edge week in and week out. You can't do that. So the thing is, that's the media narrative. Like I said, media narrative. Same with United. The media narrative is, you know what, the owners, you know, the fact that they've gone after all these guys. But the reality is that Ferguson, he's as great as he was, he should have put a succession plan in place. The thing is, a lot of his assistant, you can blame the Glazers. They're very easy. FSG is very easy to blame. They're American, they're foreign. The Glazers are very easy to blame. Abramovich is very easy to blame. But these guys have put money where it wasn't.
Yes.
Okay, let's remember a time when the only foreign players you used to see in the Premier League were Scandinavian players from Norway and Finland and all those places. You didn't see any South Americans. The Africans wanted to come, but they'd all end up going to Germany because nobody would offer them contract from
100%.
That's another thing. And the third thing is all this thing about media reality is how, the right manager is not there, or Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw not in the right situation. The media reality is that Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw are very well protected by the media.
100%.
But like then you have City players like Raheem Sterling, Arsenal players like Bukayo Saka, United players like Marcus Rashford, Liverpool, we have Trent Alexander-Arnold. Gareth Southgate doesn't know what to do with him. But like these guys get thrown under the bus. 100%. And that is after they play well for club and country.
Yep.
And then you have Harry Maguire, who for years has taken a free ride. Why does Harry Kane have the captaincy armband? That's another thing.
You've answered the question.
Captaincy armband. Why does Harry Kane have it? Why doesn't Raheem Sterling have it? Raheem Sterling's won more trophies. Jordan Henderson has won more trophies than Harry Kane. He's nowhere to be seen.
Oh, I mean, that's because of the English Federation. Harry Kane is their poster child. He's their.
He's the poster child.
He's the poster boy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. These are all media narratives. Let's not buy into the media narrative and try to see it for what it is. City is a good club.
100%.
United is part of the cycle. You know, things like when you had one person in charge, then obviously the next person who comes in charge doesn't know what to do because he wasn't, you know, the keys to the car were with somebody else for 16, 20 years.
Right.
So the succession plan, that's what I'm saying is Sonny wants to see consistency. Keep an eye out for when, you know, because Pep did that at Barcelona also. He takes a rest every now and then. Right. He takes the game very personally. And, you know, like any normal person, he wants to take a break from it. Klopp has even taken a break from football. Right. So, but the key is, you know, your club's in good shape when an assistant becomes the next manager.
Yeah.
Gets promoted to be the next manager.
Yes.
Joe, do you have any questions for anybody? I know Sonny asked if you wanted to be a City fan. What do you have for her or for Liverpool?
I got a question I can go for both. Yeah. How long do you think before United? Do you guys think before United can challenge out?
Ladies first, City. How long do you think before the United start challenging you guys for the title?
Clearly, we're talking seasons. So
seasons, okay. Maybe 2, 3. Never.
Can you help it? Okay, next.
Then.
Depends on Eric Ten Hag. Klopp got 4 years to turn things around. He did show it. So it depends on what the progression or what the improvements Eric Ten Hag gets in place and what the club and the fans allow him to do. You know, if they're patient enough to go through a rebuild. Because there's a lot of guys, you know, honestly, right now in the United starting 11 who honestly they shouldn't be earning paychecks as footballers.
100%, man.
But the thing is, it depends. It's on you. Patience. If you are, if you're ready to, if you go into it with a sense of entitlement, that's not, and that's the hubris behind what Liverpool faced. When Alex Ferguson, he talked about knocking us off the perch. No, we didn't take him seriously because we didn't think that we'll go 30 years without and they'll go. So nothing can be taken for granted. Like I said, there are former European champions and former league champions of England who are now playing in the championship or League One and stuff like that. Like the Nottingham Forest, Leeds United. Yep. These guys were powerhouses. Derby County. Look at them now. So just go into it thinking that no team is. There's no such thing as a team being too big to fail. Anything can happen.
You can see Everton are facing relegation at the moment. Yeah. That would be a big giant that has fallen off.
Oh man, let's not talk. Those guys, they should be in a kung fu league, or they should be in WCW wrestling. All the punching slide tackles. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk about them.
Right.
I don't want to talk about
Ben,
them.
did you have a question for anybody? This is our last question. Do you have a question?
I asked you already. I just wanted to know what kind of expectations you're going to keep from Eric Ten Hag, or what mindset are you going to be in going into the new season?
I expect nothing. Just hope for good football and build a philosophy and competitiveness within the players and give them the mentality to be competitive. When they play and when they wear the badge, you're giving your all. Not walking around like you're walking your dog around a little park down the road. No, that is not going to happen. And we see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see stability with our tactics, stability with our lineups, stability in our trades, and just stability in the locker room. A lot of uncomfortable conversations are going to need to be had. So with that, maybe we got something.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to that time of the show. I mean, it's been a great chat. City trying to win the Champions League and the league title. Liverpool trying to win the league title, the Premier League, the FA Cup. In 4 weeks' time, all will be revealed. We're going to see who's going to be smiling and who's going to be crying. Manutd, we've been crying since December, so it doesn't even matter. We're just hoping what we offered to support comes to pass. So everybody has a trophy, That's all we want. Let the trophy be shared.
No, not just Kareem, but not just Tim, but I have several other friends who are part of the United group in Houston. So hopefully, I'm hoping I can come down some weekend and catch the last game of the season with you.
That would be nice. You'll just give us a heads up, and we'll be there.
Let me know when you come.
We'll buy you a drink. If Sonny could come and join us, maybe.
Yes, I'll be wearing my blue shirt.
If Sonny comes and City win our crowned English champions, hey, we'll buy her a drink, make her feel happy. It is what it is. Because a lot of United fans will prefer Sonny wins the league title than Liverpool win the league. Because if you win, it becomes 20-20. And we can't have that at the moment. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Just need to kick that can down the road. Jesus.
Right. Absolute. Sonny, thank you so much for joining us with your busy day. You were able to fit us into. We really appreciate you coming in. Thank you very much. Ben, thank you for the short notice representing Liverpool. Joe, the peace man, the soul man. I know it is what it is. I know it's not easy sitting down with people who are about to win trophies. And she said, would you like to be a City fan? That took the cake. But this is Sonny. Well, Sonny,
I've been in your seat, so it's I can understand completely.
It's not comfortable seat, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but did that thought
cross your mind? The defense mechanism I use is if you don't expect, you don't be disappointed. The last 10 games, I don't expect much from United, so I don't get disappointed anymore. So we win, we win. We don't win, it is what it is.
Don't let it test your love for the game.
No.
Don't let it test your love
What
for
I
the game.
see
That's
is
what I-
Don't say I'm watching rugby right now. Don't do that.
no. That can't happen. I see a guy, a 37-year-old man, carrying guys in the 20s on his back,
Yeah.
and yet they still can't figure it out. Like, if he still wants the passion, and
Yeah.
you see what I mean? Exactly. Well, Joe, any last smiles? It is what it is. We got Brentford. I'm going to ask Joe. Prediction for tomorrow: Manutd, Brentford. Brentford they're on good form. They are on good form.
Is it at Old Trafford?
Old Trafford doesn't even matter these days. Home away.
It's gonna be a 1-1 draw.
Oh God! See what I mean? This is where we are. 1-1 draw with a newly promoted team. I'm out of it. I'm done. I'm literally done. But Ben, Sonny, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time.
Thanks,
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. If you haven't, Sonny, let your City fans know we are supporting you. Ben, let your Liverpool fans know we are behind you. All right? Joe, we are always going to be united. Come rain, come sun.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, and have a good night. Take care. God bless. All right.